We call ourselves trainers, instructional designers, or performance improvement practitioners. We all want to do right by our clients. We'd like to help them improve workplace performance in ways that meet their missions and business goals. We want our clients to value our efforts. We want to be able to do this across a variety of workplace settings, business, government, military, and nonprofit. To meet this goal, we partner with clients to complete projects. Sometimes our clients make it hard for us to help them. We aren't given adequate mandate or the internal support we need. Other times, changes to the project, the client, or our own project teams overcome our best efforts to do right. And at other times, we simply don't know how to ask our clients and those around us for help. I'm Steve Villachica. I'd like to share some strategies that I've used on a variety of performance improvement projects. I'm going to describe 4 different components comprising any project and how you can surf them in ways that keep you and your clients in the performance improvement zone. The first component is learning and performance improvement. In your experience, you may hear it called many things: training, instructional design, performance improvement, or human performance technology are just some examples. Regardless of the names we give to what we do, I would argue that our primary goal is to improve performance in the workplace in ways that our clients value. To do this, we use an approach where we specify gaps between existing and desired workplace performance. We determine the causes of the gap and whether it's worth closing. We select, design, and develop solutions to close the gaps. We implement our solutions. We evaluate our efforts. In completing these activities, we help people and organizations perform more like the organization's best. We do this using a huge body of collected evidence that guides our decision, and it informs our practices. And by using these evidence-based practices, we can partner with our clients, the folks who pay us money, in ways that help them solve problems and seize opportunities. So why do we care about learning and performance improvement? First, training is one of the most expensive ways to improve workplace performance, and it's not a panacea for closing all performance gaps. Second, saying that people really ought to want to do something is a common response to a performance gap, but it's also ineffective as well. There are other ways to improve workplace performance, and many of them are less expensive than training. Some of these solutions involve providing better information and guidance, offering better tools, or establishing incentives that reinforce desired performance. Using proven approaches to learning and performance improvement, we can avoid wasting our clients' time and money. We can deliver results that they value, and we can reproduce our successes. But there's a catch. It's not enough merely to do good work in learning and performance improvement. Successfully surfing projects requires us to address 3 other components as well. One factor is organizational intelligence. Ken Silber and Lynn Kearney coined this phrase. 2 characters in the TV show MASH show organizational intelligence in action. Radar O'Reilly worked all the logistics to get the doctors what they needed when they needed it. Colonel Potter knew how to protect the doctors, Radar, and the patients from the brass above them. Together they knew the mission, values, business goals, and processes that comprised both their unit and the larger Korean theater. They also knew the structure of their organization and how work really got done. Using this knowledge, they separated stated from hidden priorities. They navigated the hidden agenda. Why is organizational intelligence important to us? Knowing how your client's organizational system works allows you to collaborate with others. You'll be able to work within the organizational culture in ways that will help you improve performance. Organizational intelligence will help you align your efforts with things that the organization values and with people who can sponsor those efforts. Organizational intelligence helps you know where to make your case and how hard to push. Organizational intelligence can help you avoid unnecessary clashes of opinion or other problems you don't need to have. To successfully surf your projects, you'll need to combine organizational intelligence with effective consulting. You are a consultant if you provide counsel, services, and deliverables to clients as either an inside employee or an outside contractor. In other words, the very nature of the work we do to improve performance makes all of us consultants, regardless of our employment status. Consultants spend a lot of time asking questions and listening. We ask, what's keeping you up at night? Why is that important? What are your major organizational initiatives? What does success look like? How are we doing? Are you happy with our work? Then we listen to what they tell us. Consultants bond with clients. They need to know that we're on their side, that we're part of their team, and we've got their back. The more we bond with them and the happier they are with our work, the more opportunities we'll have as trusted confidants to work our performance improvement magic. Effective consultants continuously shape expectations. They work hard to stay ahead of the game in order to steer those expectations in ways that deliver success stories and avoid unpleasant surprises. We don't try to manipulate our clients to shape their expectations. Rather, we communicate honestly and clearly with them. As consultants, we often dance the backstep shuffle. This dance starts when we offer our best advice. The client objects, saying something like it's beyond their scope, or it costs too much, will take too long, or their bosses won't support it. We then take one step back, reposition our hips, and offer the next best alternative. With each rejection, we continue to offer the next alternative followed by the next. Sometimes we do this to keep our clients out of trouble. Other times, we dance this shuffle because our organizational intelligence is flawed. Clients often know far more about how to work their organizations than we do. They do the shuffle with us to help us offer advice they can actually use. Why is consulting important? Effective consulting builds credibility, and credibility begets broader sponsorship and the ability to move up organizational food chains to find other advocates. Finding high-level advocates produces the ability to start asking for a seat at the table when people are making decisions, as well as opportunities to collaborate in planning for the short, the medium, and long term. Effective consulting produces repeat business, where we can leverage existing successful relationships to do even more and better work. In addition to good organizational intelligence and effective consulting, you still need one last component to serve the performance improvement zone: project management. All projects need to be managed to stay within the promised scope of work and deliver expected quality, on time and within budget. Good project management also means working with clients to specify factors they will use to determine whether the project is successful or not. Project management includes dealing with project risk. Risks are anything that can increase scope, slip the schedule, or bust the budget. Risks threaten critical success factors, and they are an unavoidable fact of life. Managing risks means identifying them, assessing their probability and potential impact, formulating strategies to mitigate them, and monitoring their effectiveness. To complete the scope of work and manage risk, people on project teams take on different roles and responsibilities. These roles specify how members will communicate and coordinate their efforts. These roles also determine how members will review and approve project deliverables. A good team member knows how their role supports the duties of other team members. We communicate project management information in project proposals, team charters, client meetings, and status reports to members of the team and the client. So what does all this project management stuff do? Done right, project management enables us to team with others to choreograph success stories that meet or exceed client expectations. As practitioners, we can effectively integrate learning and performance improvement with organizational intelligence, consulting, and project management. When we do these things simultaneously, we can serve the performance improvement zone in ways that help us do right by our clients. Any project worth completing will probably shift underneath your feet as you're completing it. You can't always prevent these changes. You also can't let them derail the project. You need to deal with them as they arise. Seen this way, completing a project successfully is about how to keep and regain your balance as change occurs, so you and your client can get to a desired goal. Surfing the performance improvement zone doesn't mean that you need to be a specialist in each of these components. No one knows that much. However, you do need to know enough about these components to discuss them with others as you collaborate with them. This means building deep expertise in one or two specialties and broad functional knowledge of the other components. You need to know enough about them in order to use them to troubleshoot your own projects. If the project is experiencing a problem, something is happening in at least one of these four components. So where does the problem lie? In one component? Several? Once you know the sources of the problem, you can take steps to regain your balance. Once you're able to discuss these components with others in the organization, you'll also be able to translate our jargon into terms that resonate with them. You'll be able to relate with executives, managers, supervisors, and other employees using terms they know and trust. The more you can talk with them in a way they value, the more they will value you. They will teach you the secret handshakes that govern how work really gets done in their organizations. The more you can surf these components, the more opportunities you'll have to do good work. And each time they say thank you, you need to be prepared to ask for what you need from them to better meet their business goals. You'll want to pick your opportunities carefully and know what to ask for when the opportunity arises. Surfing these components allows us to deliver solutions that help organizations meet their missions and business goals in ways they value. By surfing the performance improvement zone, we start finding answers to our clients' eternal questions. Why should I pay you money to do this? And what have you done for me recently that matters?